Okay, let's start this off with a question.
What up, y'all?
Yeah, and here's the question. Tell me why this is one of the greatest songs ever. You ready for it?
Which one?
Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm...
Dude, it really is one of the best.
Maybe 6 feet.
Is that Creed?
Hey, so, yeah.
Far down.
Okay.
My friend played the piano for that. James did that.
Are you serious?
Did you, he always plays like little diddlies, I call them, and posts them. It's like so funny, but I think it's also like...
It's One Last Breath by Creed.
That was close.
What up, y'all?
Sorry, another failure.
We're back. We're in here.
He sent it to me because... I thought I sent it to you. He sent it to me because of me with the whole like spine thing and potentially going to get an inch taller. And he was like, maybe 6 feet. And he was like, and so far down, he goes, but maybe 6 feet isn't that tall. I said, you're mad, dude. Because I think you're about 5'8.5".
Who was it?
James.
I love him, dude.
But it was hilarious.
That guy, so he prayed over me. We had worship night or something the other night.
This is that song.
In the back, I play in the background while you keep talking.
Yeah,
Go
keep
ahead.
going.
It's really serious.
And, I'm coming to
This
him.
is one of the worship songs, probably.
Life gets you down sometimes. It'll beat you down, beat you black and blue.
We will probably get like...
Turn you every which way, but
whatever.
man, I was in a...
Sorry, dude, I'm just letting you know.
Anyway, so let me start over. Terminate Sky later. Anyway. Life will beat you black and blue.
Yeah.
Turn you every which way but loose.
Yeah.
And that guy prayed over me the other night.
Were you healed in that moment?
No, but I will say this. He forgot my name.
He psychs himself out, bro.
He does, but he did mention that.
But I'll tell you this, man. He's one of the main pastors, right? And well, he's like one of the elders, but he's on staff. And that dude emails every
I was
person.
about to say, I get an email from him at least once every other day.
Well, his email doesn't go to just members, it goes to everybody.
It's to everybody.
And that's like, I think it's probably like 2,500 people, bro.
And of course you could just copy paste whatever, but still this guy is a guy that has to know names and faces.
And you're friends with me.
Also.
And so he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I feel like does help because you pick and choose your friends. You don't let them pick you.
It's very true.
Whoa.
And so that's what my mama always told me growing up. And that's what we're going to tell our kids someday.
Yeah.
Meg's here. She's in the corner. And I'm going to tell them that, hey, you don't let your friends pick you. You pick them.
Dude,
All
speaking
right?
of picking, and I think I'm thinking of this.
Go ahead.
Right now I'm wearing the Hamburglar Crocs. I don't know if you saw these. Can you see these in the camera?
Throw them up, girl. Let me help you
Absolutely.
out. Throw it on top. I'll lift it up.
You can definitely
Let me tell you right now, this is one of the best shoes I've ever owned. Okay. I also love the Hamburglar because it's Menace to Society. But when you said pick, and I was looking down at my shoe and I heard pick and I saw the Hamburglar McDonald's shoe and immediately my brain went, can I get a McPick too?
Yeah. McPick 2s, man.
What was your go-to?
It's to this day.
Spicy chicken sandwich.
Spicy McChicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Love it. And they give me a little too much mayo.
Go ahead. You like it?
A little sauce. But I'll get the spicy McChicken sandwich.
But you never get it. You never take it off, do you? You always get it.
Oh my gosh.
But I always get a double cheeseburger if I'm feeling it.
Classic.
If not, I'll just get a normal cheeseburger. No pickles. Even though I've been kind of getting them on, but
I always get no pickles too. And I'll tell you why.
I don't like McDonald's pickles.
They're
bro.
like hot, bro. I'm like, have they been under a heat lamp?
And they're chewy. Like they're really, I'm like,
yeah,
gnawing on them. I'm like, please terminate McDonald's.
It's like the pickles are too pickling.
Yeah, it hurts. So I always remove them, even if because here's this. I know someone's going to make a mistake. It's happened too many times. They always leave it on. So I just do it.
Yeah.
And then once I take a bite and I bite through everything except the pickle, I just wean it out. And then I get medium fries and God's greatest gift to earth, Sprite. McDonald's Sprite, because they have their own.
If you're in the car,
recipe.
you have a McDonald's Sprite, you come home, you turn off the car engine and it goes quiet, but your Sprite is sitting there, it sounds like this.
It's so true. And you know what?
And you go like this, you go, someone here? You go around like, you go, someone here? And it's your Sprite like this.
And I open the lid and look
Cussing
inside.
You out. Yeah.
Oh, and I see Grimace's little face. In there.
Yeah, he's like,
he's like,
Dude, what
Floating
is
in the
it?
ice
What
cube.
even
He's
is
like
grimace,
this.
dude?
He's like this.
He's a purple-
Hold me now.
Oh,
I'm
God.
6 feet from the edge and I'm singing.
Someone make.
Maybe 6 feet and so far down. You said,
That's how it was, man. That's how it is. But
Dude.
I have to eat it in my car because of the shame my wife gives me.
Let me tell you something.
My wife,
I'll give this to Meg. She's probably the most chill person I've ever met,
yes.
but she hates McDonald's.
Until
bro.
it comes to me eating McDonald's, there is shame and
Yeah.
there is guilt that comes from her that beats me down. don't know.
I came over the other day to their house. This is a while ago, I guess, maybe like a month ago. And I think they had maybe it was like 2 months ago, those holiday pies. They're just like confetti. Anything confetti, bro, I'm like, sign me up. But I was like, I'm going to go get one of those mugs. And then one thing about Caleb that y'all need to know is he is like a stray dog, okay, when it comes to food.
I'm a dog.
I am like the old man who lost his dog, and I'm like mad at the world because my dog's gone, but this dog like keeps appearing, and I'm like, I have a compassion for the dog, but I'm like, it's not my dog. And at the end of the story, I probably will adopt the dog, right? But we're not there yet. Right now, we're I have adoptive moments. And so I know I'm going to go to McDonald's, and whatever I get, it could be packs of ketchup. He'll be like, where's my pack of ketchup? Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, let me beat him to the punch, and I'll just call him, because I'm pretty sure I know what he gets. But at the time, I don't think I was super confident about it. So I was like, hey, I'm going to McDonald's. And he was like, oh, wait, I want, can you give me a so-and-so? Can you give me blah, blah? And then all of a sudden it goes quiet. He goes, Meg's like, yeah, me right now. Shame. I could feel it through the phone, and she must have been looking at you or saying something because you're on the phone as if it's almost as if like that scene in Liar Liar where he's like getting ripped from the phone. It was like you. It was like you getting ripped from the phone, being like, "Do whatever you can." And I was scared to bring it in because I was like, he may be dead when I get there.
And let
But
me
I
tell
brought
you,
it in.
I was ripped a new one.
Yeah, you were.
And I'm not going to say the last time I had McDonald's, but my wife is never going to know. All right, on to the next topic. Let's get into running. Running's a real thing. I'm wearing my new running shoes, Asics. These are the Phantom Gels or something like that. I don't know what they're called. Or the new Nimbus, something like that. They're pretty comfy. Warm to work today. Everyone said, why are you wearing your running shoes to work? They were comfy. They were cozy. I also have Vivo barefoot shoes. I am that guy that believes in grounding. Be one with the earth. Go outside. Walk barefoot.
You look
good
weird,
for you.
dude. You could give a big long sock on.
Okay. Kind of soggy too, like a wet sock. It kind of drags.
Yeah.
This is your shoe?
Not them at Dillard's.
Oh,
Bro.
yeah, that's what I got right there. Look at
You
that.
have Dillard shoes on right now.
Well, Dillard's just sells them.
They're great.
know.
And they're
I'm behind you on
Don't-
this one.
Yeah,
I'm
but
behind you on
you're
this one.
kind of boosting her low key. You're proving her point.
My bad.
Honestly, I actually love Dillard's low-key, but it made me laugh because I thought it was going to be like Finish Line or...
Dude, y'all know
They said
Dillard's?
Dick's Sporting
Fleet
Goods.
Feet. Fleet Feet? Is that what it's called? Fleet
Sweet
Feet.
Feet?
So Dillard's business model, they
Yeah.
buy their spaces. They don't rent out from the mall. So
What?
they own those buildings, first of all. And second of all, during COVID, everyone thought these department stores were going down. They were like 20% profit the whole time. So it
Really?
was like the stock to buy. It's insane.
Dillard's?
Yeah, Dillard's is doing hot. They're doing good.
Even now.
Even now.
Have you been to
Even right
Dirty
now.
Dillard's? I call it Dirty Dillard's.
Which one's that called?
It's-
I like know Nordstrom, and then there's Nordstrom Rack.
Okay.
Which is like everything
Nordstrom
is
Rack,
clearance.
though, still has a little
Clearance.
bit of
A little bit of some-
class. Yeah. Dirty Dills is...
Dirty Dills. That's what we're
Dirty
calling
Dills,
it.
bro.
It's wild in there, man.
Where?
It's
Where's
wild
it-
in there.
What's
It's
it
in
called?
Fort Worth. I can't remember where it is.
What's it called?
Hold on.
It's called Dillard's.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
But
Did you
it's,
get
it's,
that?
I think
You didn't get that? That was a joke for...
Well,
Never mind. Okay,
well, I'm
whatever.
like, is there a clearance version
Well,
of this?
it
I'm
may
like,
be
what's
like
the name?
discount.
Like Nordstrom Rack is the clearance of Nordstrom.
it's like discount
Right?
Dillard's or something like that.
Yeah, Dillard's clearance
Right?
sales or so whatever. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me see.
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah. But that's like, we call it Dirty Dillard's because it's like, it's also, I think I call it Dirty Dillard's not because it's like discounted necessarily. I think it's the build. Like it almost feels like a brand new Dillard's went through a zombie apocalypse
Oh.
And
They
then,
have actual centers for it, is what she's saying.
Yeah, and then they dealer's clearance.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you know what? Let's just kind of sweep up a little bit and like maybe vacuum one section.
But it's the
And then
vacuums that
let's-
you would find at like a Chinese restaurant, the ones that just roll.
Yeah. Or a nursery at a church.
Oh, there's a
1807.
one at the Ridgemar.
The Ridgemar, that's it. Yeah, I knew it was a Fort Worth Mall, but I couldn't remember which one it was.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just looks like Dillard's, but
Yeah.
you
It's
walk
just
in
Dillard's.
and it's wild, dude. And you're like,
It's cheap. Everything's cheap.
yes. And there's like, you know, when you walk into any department store, Walmart, there's racks of clothing, but it's strategically placed.
Yeah.
Because like, there's the men's section, there's the, you know,
The women's
kids
buy the
section.
jewelry.
And then even in like the women's section, it's like there's a women's section that has like athletic wear, swimwear. Okay, there's a women's section that has like jeans and maybe some sweaters.
Right.
It is like every square inch of that place, racks on racks on racks on racks, dude.
Really?
And you don't even know where you're at. If you were a kid, gone, dude. Lost in the oblivion. Meg, we'd never be able to find her, bro.
My baby.
You have to
My
be
baby.
you have to be at least 5'5" to get into that store.
Sorry, Sky. What the? I'm kidding. Listen. Let's talk about something that no one ever talks about. A
Okay.
store, a specific store. Could you guess this store?
Okay.
I'm gonna have a Dora the Explorer. Can you guess the store?
Wait, give me one hint. One hint. And it better be like a secret hint, not a good one.
No, that's not it.
20 minutes.
All right.
Give me a hint about it. No, see if I
I'm just gonna say a word.
Okay.
Jacket.
Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh my god.
Bro, got him. That
Right
was
off the bat.
That's gonna be my guess
Right
too.
off the bat.
Yeah.
That's where I got my first Coogee jacket.
It's so
name
easy.
one person to this day who goes to Burlington Coat Factory. When was the last time you went to Burlington Coat Factory?
I went to Burlington Coat Factory about 3 weeks ago, and I'll tell you why I went to Burlington Coat
What
Factory.
the hell?
Burlington Coat Factory is the best place to go for Christmas.
What is it like? I've only been in there once, and that was what, 2008?
They're like Ross, dude.
Yeah,
They're
they
just
are
Ross,
like consignment
bro.
basically.
I'll tell you this though, I went to Burlington Coat Factory about 3 or 4 years ago because I was going skiing, and I was like, man, I just need I just want a black jacket,
They have
and I have
everything.
like some funky jackets, but I was like, I just want to be murdered out.
multivitamins at Burlington Coat
What?
Factory.
They have it all, bro. They literally have it all.
It's a glorified Ross and Marshall
Yeah.
and TJ Maxx put together.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Only
Now
at
it
Burlington.
is.
Why don't
Now it
people
is.
talk about it more then?
Because
Look at the thing. It says Burlington. Wow.
Go to men's. Go to men's.
Unbelievable.
What they got for me there?
okay, like jackets right here.
yes.
I
Look
got
at
that.
20
you know
bucks.
the
Look
you
at
know
that.
the Canadian jacket with the red logo. You ever seen that red logo that's on like the arm? Like
I think so.
nice jackets,
Yeah.
dude. They're usually like $500-$600 depending on what they are.
Can you not?
I got
buy
one
them?
for like I think it was like 180 or 200. And I kid you not, dude. I ski, so I had the black ski bibs,
Yeah.
black ski boots, that jacket over me, and then I had
How old were
on.
you?
This was like 2018 or 19.
Wow.
You can't shop online.
And I had
They're forcing you to go.
You can't like click on the actual products and buy them.
What you were saying?
everything was black. I had a black beanie on, and we went during January, so I had a face mask, like just the classic, like one that goes down like this, and the goggles, bro. You couldn't see my face at all. So I'm 5'11".
That's a vibe.
I put the ski things on. I'm like 6'2", but I'm completely murdered out. I look, and I had the logo on. I have pictures of me, dude. I look like Ski Patrol. I look like a dude in Ski Patrol. 'Cause all my hair's-
bodies under the snow
I don't know how.
to finish the job.
I don't know how you were when you had your long hair, but I would always like either braid my hair or like
Yeah.
tighten it back because I'm like I don't
I just put
want
it in
this in my
a tight bun.
freaking face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put the beanie over it.
Okay.
But I hate the way like a beanie feels on. Anyway, point
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
I was going around and we got off on this one lift. We take like the main lift up and a couple other little side lifts to get to like real the top, you know.
Yeah.
And Ski Patrol's up there. And I like stand next to I'm standing next to Ski Patrol like this, and I look like Ski Patrol. We ski down, and I stop, like the bunny hill, like right towards the end where you start getting off. And
everyone's down there.
yes, and I stopped because I was waiting on somebody, and I couldn't remember. They like kind of curved off, so I was kind of like looking at both of the areas you can come down on, to be like, hey, like let's go in. We're supposed to go eat or whatever I was doing. And this little girl, gosh, this stuff scares me to death, bro. This little girl was like probably like maybe like 15 feet from me.
Yeah.
And this dude freaking, you're supposed to be, it's like, you're supposed to be going like 5 miles an hour, if that.
On the slopes, on the bunny slopes.
Like, well, especially when you're coming off. Like,
When
you,
you're coming- yeah.
you either hard stop and you're done, and you kind of just like kind of
You don't come in hot and then
This freaking chotch, dude, just came in so hot and knocked this little girl over, dude.
Oh no.
Knocked her over, and his ski cut her. It was like the outside of her little bib pants. She was
Yeah.
probably like 7.
a child.
Yes, and cut her bib pants and cut it, like kind of scraped her. Like it didn't like she had blood, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh. But it was like terrifying, and it hit her that fast. So the hit is actually probably what caused the most pain. And then she's like feeling cold, because it's January. It's like snowed the day before. And she starts crying. I start going over there because I'm the closest person to her. Okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to see if she's okay. No one else is like, everybody's like starting to form a circle around us. And I realize they think I'm ski patrol, dude.
Did that guy see you? The guy who hit her?
No, he was gone, bro.
Oh, he
And I was trying to be like,
hit
ski and run,
dude, freaking trash,
Is that an actual
dude.
thing? A ski and run?
No,
Yeah.
It's just a term?
I mean, it happens all
Well,
the time. I'm
Oh,
just
it
making
probably
a
just
term.
happened. I thought it was an actual
It's
term.
ridiculous, dude. Those guys.
They
What
freaking
chotches,
so
dude?
annoying, dude.
Losers.
And so I'm like, I forget though that I'm wearing what I'm wearing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, in that moment, I don't say, I'm not like, oh my God. I'm like super quiet.
Yeah, you're like,
And
are
I
you
know
okay?
enough because my dad and my brother, just
Right.
fire paramedics,
Firefighters.
that
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
checking
dude.
for vital stuff. I just like start grabbing, not like inappropriately, obviously, but like just be like, hey, I'm gonna look at your leg, and like kind of, okay, my leg. And I'm like, and everybody's looking
Poor
around.
child.
Yeah,
and,
she's
and they're
freaking
looking
out.
at me, and I'm like, can you go? I said, when y'all go get ski patrol? And then the guy's like looking at me, and he was like, I thought you were ski patrol. I like take off my face mask. I'm like, I know. And he was
I'm a
like,
normal
oh my
Joe.
gosh. So he's like running over to get ski patrol, and then all of a sudden, like the parents like, oh my gosh.
You realize how
And that's
easy
why
it
you
is?
shop.
And he,
That's why you shop at Burlington Coat
this has been an
Factory.
ad for Burlington Coat Factory.
So you could be there for the little children
Yeah.
that get run over by adrenaline junkies,
Oh my gosh.
chotches, but you get 50% off of something that can
Literally,
make you look
yeah.
like, that make you look like you have authority.
The
My-
douchebags are the slopes, man. That's
my
what-
old boss, it was a ski trip with our church and like college kids. My old boss said that he saw all of it happening from a distance, and he thought I was he didn't realize it was me, and he thought I was ski patrol. And he goes, I see you, but I thought it was ski patrol. Just get up and leave, like leave the situation. And I was like, where the heck is the ski patrol guy going? He goes, I look up, it's you. I was like,
Everyone
I'm
thought,
here,
bro.
I'm here.
Everyone really thought.
anyway, so I'm gonna go be a ski patrol person.
Stop
now.
being confident. Just stop being confident. People are going to mistake you. And that little girl needed help.
And
Well, I think you realize in that moment, like normal people are how unconfident they are in situations like that.
It's so true.
It's like all of a sudden everyone's like, "What do we do?" Like,
Yeah.
what?
well,
and then no
even
one
like if
takes
you
one
don't
person.
know what to
Yeah.
do,
Check on the
there's
person.
still a person there, and the little kid.
And we're the parents.
If anything you can do is be like, you're not alone.
No parents were
I'm
around.
with you. I see that you're hurt. Like you're not by yourself.
Her mom or dad?
They came up like, I think they were like putting their skis up.
Taking their time.
Well, I mean, when you're a family,
Don't neglect your kids.
If you're a family skiing, a lot of times you do get
Yeah.
kind of separated sometimes.
And
Like,
you know
Oh, yeah,
those
for
ski,
sure.
those ski families are autonomous, bro.
oh yeah,
The kids
That's
are
a
like,
good
we're
point.
gonna go this way, and then they're like, well, stay at
That's
the
so
bottom,
true.
Sawyer.
we'll see Sawyer.
Meg's family makes families like that. They'll just go do their own
Sawyer.
thing. I'm like, are we all
That's
going to
how-
ride together? We're going
That's
to
how
ride the
my
blues
no,
together?
That's how my family is. We literally will like we'll go like once or twice, and then we'll be like, meet you at the so and so grill at 12:30.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, literally, bro.
Yeah,
Bye.
anyone I ski with,
I
I'm
love
like,
skiing for that reason, though, dude. I'm like, see you guys later.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why I love-
nice, dude. You know you're in the same place.
That's why I love the beach. It's like everyone's together.
What?
gang
Of
in.
course you do.
Yeah, bro.
You got
All
FOMO.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, let's just take this out in the waves and just get bodied, get tossed.
Are you more? Are you
in the
more?
sauce.
So you're as far as like, oh, you're a mountain person, you're a beach person, you're a beach person.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Are you more fearful of like the ocean, the waves, what's inside of it? The like, oh my gosh, I'm getting sucked in by this wave. Or are you more afraid of like going down a mountain, being in the mountains, a bear? What if I got trapped up here? What if I fell in the snow? If you were to think about it.
Yeah, definitely more in the snow and the mountains and everything because
Yeah.
I'm 20 feet from civilization. Like there are hundreds and thousands of people surrounding me. If they see me panic, at least odds are one of them is going to be at least like, oh my God, there's someone drowning, or oh my God, there's a shark out there, or something's going on. And even if I get cast away, like There's still
Yeah.
boat patrols and stuff like that, but it's just not that common in hiking, camping and snowmobile or what I meant, snowboarding or skiing.
Sometimes snowmobiling, depending on where you're at.
That too.
Yep.
But like, what was it? There's that guy, we saw a video, I think on TikTok. This guy is skiing and going down on the slope by himself.
I was showing you that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was
he
you.
was a boarder.
And the guy was a skier.
Oh,
right?
the guy that he finds a snowboarder.
And then he finds a snowboarder flipped upside down, stuck in the ice.
Far, dude.
Far. And this guy would have not been safe had that guy not tripped on him.
Yeah.
Like what? And also, what are the odds of that?
No, so Lord.
That's Jesus.
God be saving people for real.
For real, bro.
I will tell you
and
this.
he'd be out here like, y'all really don't think I'm saving y'all. Delete.
What?
Delete.
Okay.
Delete.
Let's talk about why you have the keyboard. I was going to ignore it and just let you have it. You tinkering, bro.
Here's this video you guys were talking about.
Professional.
You guys want to watch
Professional
This
mechanic
is crazy,
keyboard.
dude.
Is this it?
Is
Are we
this
going to
it?
watch it?
I don't know. This is
This
it.
is it. This is it.
This is it. He
Everyone,
goes-
watch this freaking video if you haven't seen it.
He goes down.
Right?
Yeah, he goes down the back and he sees a little like hand or like a little foot, basically. Not him talking to him, thinking his face is right by the snow. It's like miles down, not miles, but it's far down.
Oh, it's just in the opposite direction. There's no
dude,
way.
that powder is wild.
Yeah, he's in the
bro.
back country, dude. He's on the backside of the mountain.
This right here, though, see, this is terrifying. But he can. This guy can rescue this guy. Whereas, like, if you're like in freaking Cabo San Lucas, those 6-foot waves, you're dead, bro. I can't come in there.
You're
and
not going
rescue
to trip
you.
over somebody. They're going to be dead.
You're gonna be
under
you're
the
gonna hit your head
water.
on a rock, and I'm never gonna see
Yeah.
you again. Also,
I mean, yeah.
skiers.
That is a possibility.
Ski and like snowboarding etiquette is like your head's on a swivel for other people, but like there's no etiquette at the beach. Everybody's like drunk and not paying attention.
Well, no,
and
there
just
is.
drown.
They
Yeah.
have. No, that's not true. They do have flags. They have flags letting people know. Like when we were in Hawaii.
Holy crap. Look how far down he is.
Oh, the dude was literally like.
Did you see him? Yeah, Barry, dude. He was like, "Can you breathe?"
Look
He's
at
like,
this,
"He's like this."
dude.
He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and the guy's talking somehow. He's like calm.
Well, yeah, because you're in a tree well, and tree wells are like a cocoon, so to speak, over you. So, like...
Oh, so that's good?
Until he starts digging, the snow's not falling on him.
It's like
that's good.
light.
That's
Because,
good.
like, in a tree well, it's like around the tree, there's this big, like, dome
Yeah.
that's hollow, and that's how you fall in that.
Look
Because if
at that,
you
dude.
ski by it or snowboard by a tree, it's easy to fall in because
And
it's like
that's
a
how you have
trap
to be
door.
careful.
It's like a trap. That's why you have
Think
to be
of
super
how-
careful on the backside of mountains.
That's
Think of how
crazy.
cold that is,
Because that's
dude.
exactly what happens.
That is freezing too. And then you can like kill yourself if you like if you're that deep under and you're hot the
crazy,
carbon
dude.
monoxide from your body. Like I don't know if this is true, but it builds a pocket like from where you're breathing, and then you just literally choke on it.
Yeah, because it can't escape through the snow, and the snow doesn't give you any more
So
oxygen.
it's the same as like drowning, but
It
you're
is,
just
yeah.
like suffocating.
I think luckily in this case, unless you fall in a tree well and the whole thing falls on top of you,
Yeah.
you should have a lot of air around
Well,
you.
I know
luckily.
ski rescues. They have like a little straw where
Yeah.
they blow through it,
Yeah.
and it comes out behind them to help them like blow the hot air and can melt the ice and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
pretty crazy.
But for like oceans, they have like flags during the day that let people know, like, hey, this is not a good day to jump in the ocean.
Okay, but
Yeah, but
here's,
people do it anyway.
That's true.
well, and also how often do they update those? Because
well,
like
people
I would
still
go to
do that though too. You know, people are like, I'm still gonna.
Yeah, it's
go
very
up there,
true.
you know
And
what
it's
I
like all trees, and there's like obviously so much danger there. Like
There is.
There's no way.
And
you're
the
gonna-
chance. I mean,
It's
I don't
part
know.
of the thrill.
right.
It is, and everyone's an adrenaline junkie in either ways. There were people. I would say this: there were people in Hawaii when we were at Kauai, jumping off a cliff into the water.
Wild, dude.
But it was like you can tell it's not like this is welcoming of, hey, this is jumping off a cliff type of water. Like you don't know what's under there. It was perfectly fine, and they did it, but it was pretty high.
One of my fears is like, I'm more fearful of water stuff because I know how powerful water is.
Yeah, I understand. I'm very scared
And-
of the ocean.
Yes, and the aspect of jumping off the cliff. Love. I'm all for like jumping and like
Yeah.
the feeling of like I'm falling.
For
You
sure.
know what I hit in the water. What I hate is not even like what's underneath, but like if you were to be, especially somewhere like probably Hawaii.
Yeah,
I even saw this when we were in Italy, but like the like those waves crashing up against those rocks.
yeah.
Dude.
If you're not careful, it
The
can
thought of
take
getting
you.
tossed up against some rocks makes me want to die. Bro.
Well, it's not just that; it's getting pulled back in too.
yes,
Because some of those waves will spit you out, and you're trying
Yeah.
to grab on, and then more waves will just come and hit you, and then you're literally across
Yeah.
Like you flew over. Like it just tossed you, which is crazy. Another thing too, which is really scary when you do get hit by waves, is when you get tossed, you don't know what's up and what's down.
That's so weird, dude.
That actually happened to me this in Hawaii.
Really?
I got tossed, and it was when I was with your dad. Like her dad and I was jumping, and it was like, I think it was about a red flag that day where the waters were very, like, what is it? There's just no telling like which way what could go and what could happen. They were
heavy
heavy riptide. And we're in there and we're getting tossed, and I get hit so hard. Thankfully it didn't slam me, but as I was getting tossed underwater, I didn't know where to go up or down. I had to literally just relax to let my body figure it out.
But isn't that so crazy that your brain communicates to you, stay calm for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like chill out.
Well, some people panic.
Yeah.
Like they are like like doing it, and then they don't know they're going.
I am like, this is like some psychology stuff I get so interested in.
Yeah.
Because I can feel mentally like a little panicked. I've been in a situation like that, a little panicked where I'm like, there's a chance that I'm gonna drown.
Yeah.
And it's very real, or there's a chance that blah blah blah. But my body almost won't let me. It's almost like, hey, and if that does happen, you might as well just chill out.
Yeah.
And so
that could save your life in the end too.
I'm like, the only option right now is to remain calm for survival, or I die, so I might as well remain calm. Like the option in my mind is like, panicking doesn't do anything. If I'm gonna make it, I have to be calm. So if I want to live, if I'm like, I'm going to survive, I have to be calm and hope that I like, it slows down enough, and then all of a sudden I realize I'm like, oh wait, I can like jump up or whatever I need to do. I don't understand the panicking thing.
Because people, they just get scared.
It was just like the same thing we were talking about earlier, where like if someone gets hurt, they may not be panicking, they just don't know what to do.
Yeah. And all they know is like, I have to swim. I have to get somewhere quick to get me out of this situation. They're just trying to, it's like putting a dog in a corner, or a stray dog in a corner, right? It's going to be like, it's going to be reactive. It's not going to be like, let me think this through. Of course that's an animal, but some people are just scared that way, Unlike probably people like us, where we're like, hey, try and be calm is cool. Like, let that be the first thing. As you tell yourself that, like, if something happens, just be calm, cool.
And maybe I have no research on this, but I bet you it's probably more people who didn't grow up around water.
Yeah.
That lake was my backyard.
But I'll tell you what, the most problematic times where I've almost drowned was like hanging out with my friends at the public pool, dude.
Yeah.
And there's that. If you've been nearly drowned by one of your public friends, throw their name. Throw their one of your public pool friends.
Talk to me.
Throw their name in the chat, bro. Throw their name.
What's a private friend?
Dox them. Right?
The ones that are really rich, dude. Like, let me tell you something. Bark. Listen, there's this kid, my friend's cousin. I liked him. He was super cool. But we were like all wrestling in the pool one time and everything. And he like grabbed a hold of me and started tossing me in and out. I was like 2 seconds away from passing out and drowning. And thankfully he let go. But I was like kicking and punching, like slamming my head into his face. Because he just wouldn't
Did that ever happen with your sister?
No, not at all. No,
really?
We were never allowed to rough play with each
but
other.
that's not,
okay.
See, to me, that's not rough play. It's a little bit more extreme. Like, you're hitting him in the face.
Yeah,
and
I literally
go,
like
dude.
slammed
That's
the
called
back
anger,
of my head.
bro. What is he doing to you?
He was just literally tossing me back. We were just playing, but he took it too far for some reason. Yeah. And then
freaking killer. That's the reason.
I literally like slammed my head into his face because I was like, you got to let go. Yeah. And then I almost drowned.
Do you have a fear of drowning?
I have a normal fear of drowning.
Do you have a phobia? Have we ever talked about this?
Next segment.
Phobias.
Phobias.
For the record, I always do this because a lot of people think that they know what phobia means and they don't.
Okay, tell me. Break it down. Break it down for the people who don't know.
You said it's definitely not me. Okay.
I know. You're scared.
The phobia I have right now is you on this damn keyboard.
Ooh. Ooh. Tell me.
It's an irrational fear. So it makes literally no sense. So it's like, not the anxiety disorder.
Excessive fear.
Jeez.
And it's like, it's really heightened and it makes no sense. And a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm making this up, but it's like, I'm afraid of the swimming pool. And people are like, why?
Why? Because I don't want to freaking drown.
And it's not that at all. I don't know. I just am. I think they go, I think it may be because I'm going to drown. It's like, what about a swimming pool that's 1 foot tall? And they're like, I don't know. I just don't like them.
Jesus.
They aren't able to explain it really.
It's Jesus.
What?
I fear Jesus.
Grow up.
And
dude.
only Jesus.
Even-
Come on now.
even-
Can I get a dub in the chat? Can I get a JS as in Jesus saves? Come on, let me hear it. Give me a noise. Let's go.
I don't know what Jesus is thinking now, but I like the idea that he went like this. All right.
Okay.
When you said that.
His
With all
thoughts
the
are not
love-
your thoughts and your ways are not his ways.
With
so.
all the love in his heart towards you, he went like this. Okay. But he's
Please don't be
just
like
like, man, I love him, but just, he's got to love all of
And
you.
you know what? We're going to talk about this someday with him.
We are.
And he's not going to back you up. Listen,
What if he was like, it wasn't a good joke?
I said,
But
you're
it's
not Abraham Lincoln. You don't always have to be honest. He's all, go talk to him. He's right over there. Abe's like,
Dang.
He still has his hat on.
I'm all waving. I'm all,
So what's your
Okay, yeah, phobia. I
Phobia?
have some, but will you go first?
dude, I just wouldn't know. Let me think.
What? Meg, does he have a phobia?
No, I guess it would be like diseases. Like there's some diseases that may just like gross me out, and it's just like, ugh. But nothing to the sense of like I can't be in a room with someone who has this disease or something, or like because I can't stand looking at it. If anything, I might be intrigued. Like I might keep looking at it. Could be like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
that's not
so
a phobia.
gross, and like, but it's kind of like people have that. What is it, tetraphobia, or where it's like,
Me.
oh, I love that because I want to get a little needle.
Ew, stop. I will
tweezers.
stop. See how I'm doing this?
It's for the podcast.
It's disgust. I said this. I will take these headphones off and throw them at you as hard as I possibly can.
Hold that thought though.
No, because you're talking about my phobia right now, and it makes me want to vomit in your face, dude. And I'll go like this. I don't care.
Hey, wet fart noise.
You said tetraphobia?
Did you hear me?
Don't look that up. If I see it, I will literally gag.
Did you hear me?
This
I
is
cannot.
tetraphobia
Sky.
says it's number 4.
Wet fart noise. Come on.
It says it's number 4. The
All right,
fear of the
pull
number
it up.
4. So
Pull
what
it
is
up.
tetraphobia?
Don't look. I want to see it. Pull it up because I like looking at this.
Not all of them affect
I
me.
don't like looking at it.
No, but it says
Yeah, you love
tetraphobia is the fear of number 4.
No, it's
it's
look
not
up-
tetraphobia.
Look up a fear of like a
Fear of small holes.
Small
Oh,
holes.
ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Oh, come
I
on.
will. I will.
You
but
have it. You have
I-
it, dude.
God, it's so weird.
It's a real thing, dude. People have it. It's like the cilantro.
No, you're looking
gene.
it up. You don't have a serious phobia of it.
I can
you
get
just
past
know
it.
it's gross.
yeah, I know it's great. I don't think I have a phobia of it.
And like you
necessarily,
don't
but-
have there's no legit it's just all like AI generated. People make things up. Like it's not a real thing unless the thumb one or
I'm not gonna look up pictures of it. If that's what we wanted to do.
yeah
Why?
because I want to see it.
Well,
it literally gives me anxiety. And I cannot control it, dude.
Trypophobia.
I can look at it for a
That's what
split
it is.
a split
Trypophobia.
second, and then like if I look at it for too long, or if I look at it for once and I'll start thinking about it, and then I can't get it out of my head.
Let me see it. Throw it up.
So gross.
This
All right,
stuff-
yeah, don't look.
I don't
obviously,
feel that
Liz.
way about like honeycombs.
Like that is not bad, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
It's freaking
like
weird
to
to
me,
me.
it's like
they
I'm
have
getting
pictures.
do the
tingles,
hand
bro.
one. Do the
I'm
hand
literally
one.
getting tingles, bro. No, I don't
Yeah,
want to
dude,
do
I'm
the
telling
hand
you.
one.
And for me, I
That's
want
fake. Look how fake
That is fake.
It's
That
so
is super
Even
fake.
CGI.
you talking about this right now, I already know where you're going, and if you talk about it, I'm gonna throw up, bro.
cover your ears.
I cannot. I have headphones on, you
You
idiot.
can't
what I
cover
want to
your-
do is get like tweezers and like pluck them all.
Disgusting, dude.
Like get what's inside.
Yeah, I love how
That
Meg's
makes
like,
me
what
want
the
to
hell?
die, bro.
Let's just look at this sweet, nice little
I'll
honeycomb.
tell you this. Can you take this
All right,
off so I can literally
take
move
it
on with my
off
life?
because she's gonna throw up.
I'm gonna take it off right there. We go. We're good.
All right, it's off.
I will tell you. I think the root of it
Yeah,
came
tell me.
from when I was a kid and I was watching what was that show, like weird things in the ER, like
Yeah.
it was like it came on late at night.
I'm gonna have to mask the
Maybe it came
screen
on like
on that
9,
one.
but I was like a kid. so it
Stories
felt
of the
late.
ER?
Yeah, untold stories of the ER.
Untold
dude.
stories of the ER.
And there was a girl, and
Was
they
it
always
Untold?
so dramatic, dude.
Yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah, the camera's like they're like, what's going on? I'm like, what's
Yeah,
happening?
the
right
flash of red and white or red and blue from the lights.
Yes.
The sirens of the ER.
now? Yes.
Passing through the night at midnight.
There
which
was
is
a girl
our-
who had bot fly maggots in her head,
That's brutal.
and that I think is what.
Wait, where
reminds me
was
of
this
it.
at?
This is on Untold Stories of
Okay,
the ER,
yes, yeah,
and she
yeah, yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah, I felt my head, and I had like kind of a bump, and I thought it was like a mole. I just ignored it, and then I kept getting 3 or 4, dude. And they look, and it's a bot fly that has implanted a maggot in her head. I can think about this day, and I just want to go this.
Oh, dude,
That's what I want to
yeah.
do. And I even to this, I don't do it as much. When I was a kid, I would always check my scalp every day, multiple times a day. The thought of a bug in my ear
Yeah.
crawled up in there, dude. No.
I mean, I've seen
Look at
like
Meg right now. Meg's like, I want to die.
I've seen like
Straight up
people
gave
with
me goosebumps.
spiders. I've seen people with spiders in their ears, like that have.
You've seen people with that?
I mean, videos of that. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
videos. Okay.
I've seen it with like
No,
where they have a
thank
spider.
you.
Like they literally get the camera. And they just see the reflection
No,
of the
dude.
eyes. Also, that's the thing. If you ever want to see wolf spiders at night, probably not this time of the season, but like come spring and all that, just go at night when it's dark and just get your light and just shine it on your grass, and you'll see the reflection of their eyes.
It's so scary.
You'll see one or two just hanging out.
I'll tell you what my phobia is.
Just to be clear, those aren't always wolf spiders.
And to be clear, those aren't always wolf spiders.
I have 3 phobias. One we just talked about. Okay. The second one, this is so weird.
Is it actual?
Yes. Me and my brother share this phobia,
What?
which I think is really interesting. We don't like, I got to tease it out a little bit. In a body of water, a lake, a pond, especially an ocean, but especially like a lake, dude.
Yeah.
Man-made.
Uh-huh.
Gives us a little bit of the heebie-jeebies.
I don't like lakes.
And then
Wait,
it
man-made
was our
lakes
back.
give you
We
the
like
heebie-jeebies?
Well,
man-made gives me the heebie-jeebies because
stuff's going on, dude.
stuff's going on that a human being put in there, and like you think about like
I mean, anything man-made.
a water treatment plant, and the pipes that run under the waters. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
if me and my brother stepped on a stick, we wouldn't love it under the water. But if we were to step on like a pipe, and it was like, it would freak us out.
You know
dude.
what? Actually, I do have a phobia now.
And then any of the like a bridge that's going over, in the big concrete columns.
Yeah.
I would never in a million years get out next to one of those things.
Fear of submerged objects.
Yes, dude. Well, kind of. Like I've seen like like ships and planes. It does give me the creeps.
What?
Like if I like see a plane underwater and I was a scuba diver, I'm like, oh, creepy. But I would go. It's like being a free floater next to like I don't know what that is,
And you
dude.
touch
Does it make
an
sense?
underground pipe.
Yes, especially if it was on. We also grew up next to like our lake. The lake was our backyard, and there was an old dam and a new dam.
Yeah.
And the thought of like being up against the dam wall.
It's creeped you out.
Yeah, because they also like release water and it suctions, and I'm like, what if I get sucked in? I don't know. There's some things that make sense and some things that don't. Again, phobia. My third phobia is my number one phobia. Roaches, dude.
Oh, you do.
I will
dude.
get
So
paralyzed.
for $1 million to do a Fear Factor challenge of being covered in roaches.
no, wouldn't do it.
Oh, hey, let us know in the chat if you would definitely do
No.
that. If you would definitely take $1 million just to be submerged
Already
in
have it.
cucarachas.
Already
And I'm
have
not
it.
talking about Madagascar. Okay, take it easy. on the
Already
flights.
have it.
Okay, you're done. On the Madagascar roaches that are cute. I'm talking about your water bugs and American made that live in a van down by the river. Those are the ones that I want to know that if you would do that for $1 million, I would do it.
Here is why a roach is scary. I'll tell you right now, and some of y'all don't know this.
Okay. Okay.
When you think about a bug, okay, bug in general in like the food chain category, a bug is like on the bottom tier, right?
Right.
But if you go into the bug's world, okay, you think about a roach and you're like, a roach isn't doing anything. A roach is like eating sugar and like walking around, and
Well,
he's
aren't
not like a.
Decomposers?
They help.
Well, I mean, like think about like a spider is a killer, right? It's like I've created a web for you to get trapped.
Right.
I'm gonna wrap you up and suffocate you, and then I'm gonna eat you alive. Like that's a predator.
It's like a
Spiders
vampire.
yes,
That's
exactly.
what spiders are.
Roaches, you don't think of like as a spider. Like a lot of people are afraid of spiders because they have a poisonous bite. They're scary, they're creepy
They have
crawly.
8 limbs.
Yes, but it's really the aspect of them having like multiple eyes and like biting you, and like you can get affected by a spider bite, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But a roach is like gross, So like in your mind, you're like, why would I be afraid of like a big roly poly? Essentially, it's like it's not really doing anything. But here's what makes them creepy. Okay, creepy.
The crispy arms. Why are they creepy?
Just like the predator insect, the praying mantis.
Phenomenal.
And a praying mantis,
Phenomenal top tier
beautiful insect, will literally mate with their man and then bite his head off and feed it to their children.
And not regret a single thing.
And say this. He had it coming. That's what he would say. They say if you get close enough, you can hear him say it. Yeah.
No.
It's like the Sprite in your cup, dude.
She says this. She goes, I'll do it again.
Oh God, dude.
It's kind of it's very predatory. Anyway, so that you see a praying mantis and the way they look, right? Because they're up on the branch and they look like this. They look like this. at you. They're almost like, I know that I'm beautiful and sleek, and I'm also a killer. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, the Lord above decided to make. Yeah, look at him, dude. Okay, so you can see they're kind of looking at you, right? That's because the praying mantis has the ability to turn its head. Okay? It can look left and right. It can look forward. Guess who else has the ability for some reason to turn its head? A roach.
Cockroaches.
And it's
Look it
so
That's weird.
terrifying. So when you're looking at a roach on your wall,
It can literally do
and it's like this, it's giving you the double middle finger, because that's what roaches do. They're so snarky. And you kind of go, is that thing kind of like turning its antennas at me, or what's it doing? It can move its head.
It has the same head as like a praying mantis, it looks like.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you look
dude.
At it, if you look at a head.
And have you-
Like a predator,
so,
dude.
I'm sorry, Liz, if this.
I can
freaks
look
you
at a
out.
picture of a roach. I don't love it,
Okay.
but if I see a
So
roach,
can you
it gives
see
me
it has like a
Have you
detachable.
seen-
look at that,
like,
dude.
Have you seen what their
detachable
eggs look
head.
like?
See that? Look at that. So the head is like a
Freaking
praying mantis
gross.
head.
Oh,
Look
does.
at that, bro.
And so if I put these together, which I
That
really can't,
looks,
but-
if you saw a roach like that, it looks like it should
See
be able
that?
to like bite you with like a poisonous
But
venom.
have you ever seen what a cockroach's eggs look like? Like what their
Ew,
eggs?
God,
you know what
no.
they look like? They look like little suitcases.
Wait, pull it up right
What
now.
Pull it up.
the-
Roaches' eggs look like suitcases.
Dude, roaches are mobsters,
like
bro.
a-
They're Italian.
It's like a suitcase, and then they'll open up and they'll birth at least 15 to 20.
Oh, hell no, bro.
This is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That looks like a bean.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, it looks like a clutch
But
bag.
look at it looks like a bag. It looks like a suitcase, and they'll open
Gross.
up from the seam right there, like at the bottom. You can see it there, that line,
Yeah.
and then like 15 to 20 little larvae will just burst out, dude.
Look up where
This
roaches
is
came from.
Brutal.
This is literally the worst.
There it is. There it is. Get
They're
that photo right there in the
so
middle,
nasty.
the middle
Which
of the
one?
top.
I don't want that photo.
I
It's
do.
disgusting.
There it is.
People
Little
watching
suitcase.
right now, I
Burn them all.
apologize.
Burn them
I
all,
really
bro.
apologize.
There's probably at least 12 eggs in that one, or 12
right.
larvae in that one.
All right.
It's a little suitcase.
Why do you know that, dude?
I love
Cockroach,
Animal
what?
Planet growing
Where they
up,
came
dude.
from?
Dude, you did. And actually, speaking of you loving Animal Planet, people at home, Caleb got off work, and I like showed up at his job at the same time he got off, and I was like gonna be there for like 5 seconds, and so I was like, let's just catch up real quick, and we went on a walk to get some coffee.
I was like, where's she going?
We went on a walk to get some coffee, and we walk into this cafe.
I do love the Animal Kingdom.
Okay. We went into this cafe to get some coffee, and before I could even say, hey, can I get a, cappuccino? We kind of make rapport, and then they give me a cup, and then we go, hey, can I get an extra cup? Caleb walks directly into the coffee shop. No one has said a word. He said, can I get a small cup?
The Cortado cup is what I said.
And she's like, okay. And she hands it to him. Why do you think he wanted this, guys? I'll tell you. Because he had picked up a grasshopper outside and wanted to put it in a cup. And I looked at him, and in that moment, it made so much. I said, you were the kid in elementary school that was like saving bugs, dude.
That's actually funny that you bring it up, because I had an experience with a classmate in about 2nd or 3rd grade in California where we found a praying mantis on the floor at our school, like during recess, and we picked it up and saved it.
Which that is the only bug we're saving.
Right.
That bug could have been your principal for all you know.
It happened again another time. I guess praying mantis are super common in California. I'm just realizing because I seen 2 when I was there.
Yeah.
And one kid stepped on one.
That sucks,
It's
dude.
a mild
And the
climate.
way my heart really sank, I was so sad, bro.
Softy.
Yeah.
I was, dude.
Tropical climate bug, I guess.
Yeah.
In
something
East
like that.
Texas, we had a lot of them.
Really?
But it's
But
wet over there. More wet.
this grasshopper was pretty big. It wasn't like locust
He's a big
size.
boy, yeah. He's Texas grasshopper.
He was about Texas grasshopper.
Mm-hmm.
And I swooped him up. He was real chill about it. I just grabbed him by his back haunches, walked in, memento mori, right? Was it
Memento.
memento coffee.
Memento.
Cafe memento.
That's my coffee shop.
Sorry, y'all. Did not.
If I had a coffee
yeah.
shop, it'd be Memento Mori.
There's not really a known origin of cockroaches.
Yeah, that makes
It just
sense.
says 350
Oh,
million
that's
years
right,
ago.
because they're from hell, dude.
Yeah. It
I
says
forgot.
earliest
I forgot.
ancestors are mantises.
They survive nuclear
their ancestors.
blast.
Their ancestors are from mantises.
Says mantises. And that's why we were saying the head
And
looks
the
the same.
one thing you love will be the one thing that tears you down.
So
What's the Harvey Dent quote? You either die a hero,
He said, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself
become the villain.
become the villain.
And that's the story of the praying mantis and the cockroach, everybody.
Listen, I'll tell you my phobia.
Go ahead.
This is my phobia. It's funny that you're bringing up like the whole pipe thing. As much as I love the animal kingdom, I have it's actually a legit phobia of things that flutter or crawl in my hands or on my feet.
Okay.
So if you're in the ocean and
But
a
you
fish,
picked up a grasshopper.
But it's specific things. Like I will never pick up a cicada because of how fast,
dude.
how fast it buzzes, how fast it like flutters, and in the palm of my hand, it just sends chills up my arm.
Yeah, that's a phobia then, because it doesn't make any sense because they're harmless.
Yeah, because they're
just loud.
harmless.
They're loud.
They're loud, but no, it's the flutter. Like the noise does not
vibrate,
matter.
like
The vibration, that kind of thing, and knowing it's in there.
yeah.
That's what is my
so like
phobia.
if you accidentally like step on a fish or something in the ocean, or
It
like
wouldn't-
a fish by your feet,
It's not
that
so
doesn't do
much.
anything?
It's not so much bigger things.
Yeah.
It's the smaller things. Like
Yeah.
if I were to step on a cockroach barefoot or with socks on, if I were to feel the lump,
I'm
the
the
thickness
same, dude.
if I were to feel it through my shoe,
It makes you gag, bro.
it makes me dude, I shrivel up. Yeah,
You know
that's
what's
my
crazy?
phobia.
I used to have the same thing with my hand that you're talking about,
Dude,
but I got over it. Do you know how?
yeah, how?
Dude, so I started with the bug thing, and I was like, if I just hold it long enough, it'll be fine. Didn't work. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to like...
I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. I do have a phobia. I
had an electric toothbrush when I was a kid. I still have one, but electric toothbrush, and I would hold the end of it. Didn't work. And it wasn't until I would go to the bank and they would just put a bunch of money in my hand all the time. That then I was like, oh, and I was like, and then I was like, man, I kind of have a phobia. Is there a way you could put it in an envelope? And the bank teller goes, you just have so much, you might as well just get used to it. That's what he said. And I was like, please, I'm so scared. He said, you're going to be fine. So if you could do something like that, I think you'd probably move past it.
I am not. What was that story?
She's just saying make money, dude.
Yeah,
She's
literally,
saying cash
bro.
checks, break necks, and you can get over phobias.
Oh, dude. Listen, I don't know if I'll ever overcome that fear.
That's called a bit, Caleb. I don't know if you've ever heard of one.
Yeah, dude. I said what it
You
is
were
is
so petrified that you couldn't even be here, bro.
what it was is I was invested, but my phobia was like heavy on my
Controlling
mind, dude. I literally have chills running through my body.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you. Since we looked up those stupid small holes, I'm
telling you,
chilling.
dude.
I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like
It's not.
tingly.
Well, the thing I've researched.
If
the
you
whole
got
thing.
hair sitting on the back of your neck,
Gosh,
give me a neck in the chat. Neck in the chat.
neck you in the chat, bro. The thing about the whole one though, specifically, I've done some like research on this. Is sometimes phobias it's just like if you were there, if you were experiencing it, that's when the phobia. Like but like sometimes people like can talk about it and they're like, oh, kind of okay. Yeah. The whole one has a lot of research about like it causes anxiety. Like in the aspect of like
dude.
For the next 5 to 15 minutes, you feel anxious.
I heard Kendall Jenner got that same phobia.
Yeah, I bet. Makes no sense. What does that even mean?
Dude. All right. Throw your phobias in the chat, people. Throw your phobias in the chat. I want to know. I want to know the weirdest. I want to know the grossest. I want to know the scariest. Let's talk about diseases. No, I'm
we
joking. We
can't.
don't have to do that, guys.
I want to ask you this.
Don't do that.
I want to ask you this. Are you I would consider you sentimental. Would you consider yourself sentimental?
Without a doubt, dude.
Okay.
You got a good story. I want to hear it. You need a hug. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Is that right, baby? She said yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my question. If your birthday's coming up.
It is.
Okay. And
April, baby.
And I start right now in January. I go, I already know what I'm going to get you for your birthday. And for from January to your birthday, I'm like hyping it up. I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying one every week. Yeah, I'm buying this thing one every week. So you have a whole thing of them, like a whole, like, you're like, is it a collection?
Yeah.
Is it glassware for like whiskey glasses?
Bobbleheads.
You're thinking about it. Bobbleheads, yeah. Whatever. You're thinking about it. and it gets to your birthday, and you have been just like on the edge of your seat.
Right.
And I have it. It's beautifully wrapped. Obviously, we saw the wrap job you did. Not even close. Beautifully wrapped. And I go to give it to you, and I said, and I kind of get I get emotional. Like tears are in my eyes.
Whoa.
And I'm like, dang, this took me like a long time. I spent a lot of time and money and energy just finding these things. And
If it was cockroaches, I would give you a hug because I know that would have been a lot for you to
I
do
would
for me.
never ever do that. It's
A little
disgusting.
weird,
yeah.
but anyway,
I'm like, for your chickens.
that's true. I don't know if they. My cats eat
Yeah,
cockroaches.
good.
It's
And thank
weird,
God for them. That's the only reason I get a cat.
dude.
And I kind of, I'm going to hand it to you, and you put your hands on the gift, and I have my hands on the other side of the gift, and I'm like, hey, just like, whatever you do, just own this, just like these are yours, and I start kind of getting emotional about it, and I'm like,
I'm being shocked.
these are just so important to me, but I want you to have them. That's what I say. Okay. And it's been 4 months, leading up. I'm getting emotional, whatever. And you open it up, and it's 10 Magellan shirts. And I just go, I can't wait to see you in these. You're going to love them.
If you wear Magellan shirts, get the hell out of our podcast. Stop listening. If you wear Magellan shirts and you got cargo shorts on, you better not be wearing Hey Dudes. Because if I see them, brother, you better be going to a cowboy church or a Southern Baptist because we don't want you here. If you're wearing a blue, sky blue, no offense, Skynet, sky blue Magellan shirt with brown cargos and your pockets are full, get out of here, dude. I'd burn every one of those. I said, well, I don't know why you're crying. Grow up. This was not the life you lived. Go take these shirts back and get your money back. Ain't no way I'm wearing Magellan shirts. My whole theme I want to be this year is like cowboy aesthetic, right? I want to get like Wranglers. I want to get more boots. I want to get some nice shirts, some jackets, camo. I want a hat. I want a Stetson hat. But you won't ever see me.
The way I know it would come down to your elbows. It'd be past your elbows.
I said I ain't got no boat.
Dude, it's the worst cut of shirt ever, bro.
God,
it's
dude.
so bad.
It's your high school like baseball coach, like on his off day, and you catch him at Pizza Hut.
It's every person in a good barbecue place at 12. It's 12 p.m. It's 12 p.m. at a barbecue place. You walk in. Here's what they're wearing. They're wearing a Magellan shirt, likely blue or that weird plaid
or green.
Plaid. They're wearing jeans if they're feeling really nice, and a belt with a belt buckle and boots. If they're more cash, they've got the cargo shorts on, or those khaki shorts that are just above the knee, and a pair of like Asics, like the classic
with
Asics,
ankle socks.
Yeah, with ankle socks on for sure. And then they always have a hat on that's like the gray trucker plastic, and then it's like some company.
Dude. Yeah, some construction company
that you've never heard of with the most basic
There's
logo.
no this guy doesn't have a Magellan shirt on.
And they go like this. You're in line.
No,
and
that's
they're
a
like,
different era. That's a specific.
No, that's different. Yeah, you're in line, and
throw that guy out of here.
And they turn around and then they see you, and then you go. They go. You in line?
Oh,
and you go like this. You go. Yeah, man. Or it's actually this is better. This actually happened to be the other day. There was like 7 or 8 of those dudes in front of me at this barbecue place. And I was like, whatever, dude. Like, we're in line.
Yeah.
And sure. The guy turns around and he was like, is it just you? And I was like, yeah, I'm waiting on my friend though. It's just the 2 of us. And he goes, why don't you get up in front of us or whatever? And I was like, no, man, you're good. And he was like, nah. He's like, we're waiting on a couple more people. We got a big party. Like, you might as well just go. I was like, okay, great.
Takes the last of the meat.
and then yeah, literally, I'm all. What are we gonna order? I'll take it all. And so me and my friend are up, in front of them or whatever, and he goes, yeah, that's it, dude. Look at that. Look at the arm length. So weird, long. Dude. Either be 1 inch longer or 1 inch shorter, for sure. And he goes, his friends were like, can't believe you like joking, but like, can't believe you let her cut, like blah, 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 or whatever.
Oh, brother.
And he's like, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. Aren't I a good guy? To me, classic.
Oh.
I go like this.
Hand drags a little arm down the arm a little too long.
I said this. I said, the best.
No eye contact.
Being a woman with guys like that is a nightmare, bro.
It's the guys that are at the kids' basketball game getting mad at their own kid for not sinking a freaking penalty shot. For not getting a free shot, not hitting the three. And it's like, get in there, son. What I tell you? And his son's just like ignoring his dad, but he hears every single word that falls on his heart so heavily.
Yeah.
And the dad is getting mad at him. But and the dad is balding immensely. Like, there's guys who can pull off balding, but these guys just gave no care because they're too focused on the sports.
Dude, if you're balding, cut it off.
Hey, that could be a sensitive subject. I can't.
It can be, but like, you can embrace it, dude. Mr. Clean is hot.
That's right, but yeah.
Anyway,
my brother bicked his head.
Looks good.
Yeah, but he kind of has that, like, he has that face and like he can pull it off.
Pull it off.
You liked it? Is that what you were gonna say? You like it?
Yeah. Listen,
Of course.
as long as he doesn't wear Magellan shirts, I'm fine with that.
we can all wrap it up.
Dan wears Magellan shirts, but the way that Dan wears clothes, you're like, it's like Dan Black. My brother Dan and Dan Black wear the same style.
So Daniel's out there.
It's the Daniels for sure, but he's Danny. My brother's Danny.
Danny boy. And then Dan Black is the Dan Black.
I think that I would be really hurt if you didn't wear. Actually, I can't even do it. It's not even. I can't even be serious, dude.
I said then you're gonna get hurt.
I just thought about you wearing one, and then I was like, "What a great Halloween costume!" Like, we should cover up all your tattoos. We should cover all your tattoos.
Give me a bald cap.
A balding cap.
A balding cap. Still have hairs on this side, but
and
we just found out.
Yeah, we just dress you so.
I can't wait for October, y'all.
You're like, I'm a white guy.
Come October. Wait, would that pass us during whiteface?
That would.
What was the guy that Dave Chappelle did? Chuck Taylor. I'm Chuck Taylor. That's what he goes. Yeah. He goes, look at you, Chuck. You look like you just walked off of Ground Zero. That is the funniest, dude. Dave Chappelle, unreal.
Dave Chappelle, baby. Let's go.
Well, you're gonna have to do it. We could do that. We both could do it. I'll be a basic like Christian full white girl.
Nice.
And I love that.
And then we'll make Meg look like a freaking biker, dude.
We're at an hour.
Let's go. Well, it's been fun.
That's
Magellan
it.
shirts, phobia. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta go. Actually, I gotta go pick up her card.
Actually, before we go, let's do a quick little fun segment. Meg, is there anything that you'd like us to share or a question that you have for us?
Baby, give me a question.
Meg,
I want to hear.
Meg
it,
could really destroy it right now in the best way.
It's my baby girl. I said, girl, you seem to love me now.
Is there something we should talk about in the next
Would you love me
podcast?
if I was down and out, but you still
Hey, can you shut
have
up?
love for me.
She's gonna think about it.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap. Love y'all. See y'all next week.